And I am here on Prairie Scraps on my business page as well as Prairie Scraps on YouTube. So I've got a little Jenga ornament project. I am on day 23 of 30 craft challenge, DIY craft challenge. And I actually am going to be using these Jenga ornament or Jenga pieces that I received, I got at Family Dollar. So these are like a medium size. So the regular Jenga pieces, if you bought a Jenga game, you could find them maybe at a thrift store. They're definitely not a cheap way to do it by buying the brand new game. But if you buy them at a thrift store, you might be able to do a regular Jenga game. But the nice thing about the Family Dollar and the Dollar Tree Jenga pieces is that they don't have any writing on them. The Jenga has kind of like an imprinted Jenga on it. So these are actually, I like these better than the Dollar Tree ones. The Dollar Tree ones are kind of miniature. I use the Dollar Tree ones for making my nativity scene ornaments. So go and check that out. I have made some reels on that and some videos on that. But today we're going to make a different kind of like farmhouse ornament. I guess I should have prefaced that. And I have these little like O-rings. Do you see those? They're O-rings that I got at the regular hardware store. We have an Ace in town, and that's where I got it. So I hope you can see that. I actually had my husband put it in. I'm not very good at that. My hands are not very strong, so that's going to be his job. But he did give me, he said he can do it. He got one in because I'm like, you need to demonstrate it. I don't want to like start this project and do a whole bunch of these and then it not work out. So anyway, this one I'm going to tape while I go ahead and do the ornament part of it. And then the rest of them I will probably go ahead and paint up. I'm not going to do them all right here on this video, so you don't have to watch that. But you get the idea. So I'm just going to use some acrylic chalk paint. This is the Waverly white chalk paint. It's acrylic. Says it's chalk. It looks like a chalk paint, but it is not. The one thing that's different about it with all the different chalk paints is that usually chalk paint is water-based, which makes it nice for working with. I always add water, but they are an acrylic, so they are actually very, very much permanent. Actually, this is going to work out really nice. I'm just going to paint these white. I want these to be like a farmhouse type ornament, and we're going to keep them pretty simple. Paint them white. Try to get the top. Actually, if you've ever painted Jenga pieces, it's not the easiest thing in the world. They're kind of, because you want to get all sides, and you want to get all sides nicely, and you don't want to, you know, you end up sticking your fingers a lot into it. So, you know, if you don't like getting paint on your hands, maybe use some gloves. I probably should use gloves because the acrylic paint will pretty much stay on your fingers for a while. Well, at least until you wash them really good, I guess. So I'm just getting all sides painted in the white, and I may even do some edges on these. I don't know, we'll see. So I'm going to set that one down, and while this one is drying, I'm going to go ahead and get a couple of other ones. I'm telling you, it's probably best. The only bad thing about, you know, I don't like to tape things. So that's the only bad thing about using putting the rings in first. And I know that I actually left in my box is only, I only have 10. So I know I can only make 10 of these. We're having a craft sale on Friday. And ornaments recently have been going pretty well, although they didn't go well last week, so I don't know. I don't know if they're going to continue going well. We'll see. We'll see. That first one I did actually was pretty rough. It could have used a little sanding. But yeah, this is where it gets messy for sure. You start to get like paint all over your fingers. Just as long as you don't get on your clothes, I guess you're okay, right? And then it sticks to your surface. I don't know. You could probably like put a piece of tape down so they don't shove around, and you could do it that way, but my fingers. Right? Little fingerprints don't hurt. So anyway, he was like, paint them all up tonight and I'll put the little rings in. They're just little tiny rings. I bought them to do this before, I think. I don't even know what I bought them for, to be honest. I don't know what that is. I think it was in the paint. Maybe a dry piece of paint. So I don't really even know why I bought those little rings, but this works out perfectly. I really didn't have that many of these blocks left. I've been doing lots of projects with the blocks, so anyway. If you have questions, please feel free to comment. Make sure you do all the liking and sharing and all that kinds of things. Sprinkle the love for me. That helps my small business. It helps me make more videos. Make sure you subscribe if you're on YouTube. It's Prairie Scraps. And if you want more information about some of the products I'm going to be using this evening, go ahead and I keep going. As long as I got the paint out, right? Make sure that you let me know. You can either message for info, or you can go ahead and you can text me at 208-754-2452. I don't know why I don't know that number yet. I have a business number that I use for that. You can text me info and I will get you the info you need. Ask me any questions you might have. How is this one going? We're going to do this one so you can see the finished product. It's still a little wet. So I will keep going. Just kind of set these aside. So anyway, day 23 of a 30-day craft challenge my team is doing. One of the things I love about being on a team of other people, other crafters and business people, is that I'm not alone. I get to learn lots of things. It's kind of like a camaraderie. It's nice to have friends all over the United States that love the same kind of crafting things that I do. I get lots of ideas. Sometimes it challenges me, right? Like 30 days of crafting straight. That's a challenge. I'm not gonna lie. All right. We're almost. I guess I had 11 of those rings. Now that I think about it, I have 10 left that need to be put in. It might have been easier just to put them in first. But, you know, then you have to worry about getting that little ring all done. I don't know what it is at night with the big trucks that have to go by with their big exhaust. I'm really getting my fingers covered here, but that's all right. There we go. Just a couple more here. Just like to do, when I do, sometimes when I do crafts for the craft fair, I like to do them in batches. So this works out nice to just do it in a batch. Getting it all over, aren't I? I am never a really, like, for this kind of stuff, I'm not a really, you could do these wood. You could actually also wax them if you wanted. To me, though, that seems like a lot of work for a Jenga piece, right? I don't know. I don't know why I like to do the Jenga thing so much. Last year, I did little Jenga gnomes. Go back. I probably have that on YouTube if you would like to see that. I might have to look and see if I still have the video from it, because I could make another reels. All my reels disappeared. Anyway, I love making ornaments. I don't know why ornaments are something that I really like to make, but they don't always sell as well as I would like them to. So that's the sad part. They just don't sell as well. They've been selling a little bit better, I have to say, because there was this, one of the vendors at our local craft fair, you can make little snowmen out of this too, by the way. She would always buy, like, they were like a local floral shop here in town, and they would always buy all these cheap, like, I don't know, China-made ornaments and sell them, like, for, you know, a couple bucks or whatever, and it was hard. You can't compete with that. And when you're making handmade, right? It's hard to compete with that. right. This is the last one. I think I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. And then my 11th one that already has one. I think I had 10 of the little loops, so that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. I could probably even paint these completely up, and my husband could still put the little things in, and then I would be done. I like to do things kind of assembly line. When I start making my bigger gnomes, my sock gnomes, I'll make those all at once too. I'll make 5 or 6 or whatever, half dozen of them at a time. It's just easier to just, when you have all the materials out, to go ahead and do all the stuff. So, boy, I am covered. I'm not gonna lie. Oops, I don't want. That is acrylic, so it is permanent. So you just never know. This, I used to get this at Walmart, and our local Walmart doesn't carry them anymore. It looks like they changed brands. I don't know if it's the same stuff. Just gonna wash this off my fingers and then hope that one is pretty dry now. I think it is. Get these out of my way. Keep moving them around a little bit because they do get stuck. All right. This is the one. Oh goodness, see how that's stuck to me? It is, like I said, it does react very differently than like regular, like our chalk paste. Our chalk paste comes off really easily, but this stuff sticks. I will go later and be like, oh my goodness, I have white everywhere. Okay, so with that, I actually was thinking, oops, sorry. I am doing Facebook. If you're coming on, make sure you say hey. Sorry about that. I just like hit my head on it, lean forward. I'm using this is Distressed Oxide Hickory Smoke, it's called. It's kind of like a gray, and I'm just gonna do this along the edges because I kind of like the oldness of it. Just a little bit. I don't know. I may change my mind on it. Who knows? We're allowed to change our minds, right? I'll do one. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Just to make it look kind of, I don't know if you could see that. Just a little around the edges. You could also do sandpaper, right? Or a little bit of brown paint around the edges to make it look more distressed. That's what it is, Distressed Oxide, I guess. That's just easier because it's... So the transfer I'm going to use this evening is called the Tiered Tray Christmas Transfer. And the reason being is I'm going to use these little words at the bottom so that I can put them on these just sideways. So there's Merry, Little, Christmas, and Joy to the World down there, but you don't have to use the whole thing. So I was thinking Christmas and Merry. You could, I think even the Fa La La fits on it. So that's what we're gonna do, is we're just gonna use these little words, Merry and Joy, and I'm just gonna do them in plain black. So it looks like a farmhouse little ornament. And I actually haven't used any of these words yet, so this is my first time. We might go ahead and fuzz them the first time. You could use any words. You could even use little stamps, but I love these because I'm going to fuzz this. This is our fuzzing cloth, and the reason I do this is because it's the first time we're using it, and I just don't want it to... So we're going to just use Merry on these. I guess that little thing can come off. And I forgot to grab it, but I do... You could use twine for a little hanger on this. See, now even that's not perfect to get that little, to tape that. It just didn't work out perfectly. All right, so we're just going to put this on here. And I think while I'm doing it, I'm going to do a couple with Merry. And I'm putting it at the bottom, and I'm just centering it on there. You could do this with stamps, but it would really, it's a little more time consuming. And I'm just using plain black velvet chalk paste. Do I have any in here? I don't know. Nope, that's pretty dry. That is my dried up one. This is my newer one. And I'm just going to go ahead and use a little mini squeegee for this. And like I said, I think I'm actually going to do a couple at a time. So I'm just going to kind of line them up. Ooh, that one got stuck. No, no, no. So our mini squeegee, this is chalk paste, and these are reusable, sticky backed silk transfers. And so as long as it doesn't like squeeze out underneath, that's what we're going to do. Isn't that cute? So cute. And that's how it will hang. In fact, I'm going to use red and white baker's twine on it, I think. And that's all you need to make these little farmhouse ornaments. Isn't that fun? So easy, so quick. We're crafting, and easy peasy way to make some farmhouse ornaments. Wouldn't these be fun to give as a gift? There it is, second one. All right, I'm going to take my chances on a third. That's what we're going to do. Hopefully we got that on there straight. I could see I got a little bit on the edge there. That's okay, because I'm going to just go back with that oxide ink or whatever that is and do the edges. You could also do it with a brush. Cute. So 3 times on that Mary. I'm going to just wash that, and I could still use that many, 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 many times. Trust me. So that I will just put on here, and I'll take it in the house and wash it in the sink. Now let's do some joys. Oops, that is. I'm smearing paste everywhere. The paste is non-toxic and washable, so it's not. Isn't that the cutest? I think that is the cutest little ornament. Cutest little ornament, isn't that? Easy peasy. Easy peasy for that ornament. All right, here's Joy. I kind of got it on my fingers here, so I'm going to take it off and start again. Got that black on there. I'm just going with simple black. You could do any color you want. You could do green. You could do, we're just going to do Joy here really quick. See how many times we can get it on there. Oops. Get it through there. It's non-toxic. Oh, that one smeared. You see that? You know what? I don't know why that one smeared at all. I'm not sure. I'm going to wipe it off on both sides. Ooh, there. It's smeary. I think it maybe just didn't like stick down very well. I might try to wash it off the ornament. I don't know if I'm going to get that off. I might have to. Well, that's not the worst thing that ever happened, I guess. I'll just do the edges as long as I see. You can use our paste actually for doing the edges, but I think I'm gonna grab some white paint and just paint over that. Start again. Start again. I'm gonna see if I can get this to go. It might be this particular side of this ornament was pretty. I don't know. It was pretty rough. I guess you get that when you get cheap. Oh, so what I didn't tell you is the Family Dollar ornament, or these ornaments. I just think of them as ornaments. But the Family Dollar Jenga pieces actually are, I think they're $5 a set instead of the dollar or something. So they're not, 5 or 3, I can't remember. But they're not too bad, and they're bigger. So it works. All right, put that back. I'm gonna try this again with the Joy. If my second one doesn't work out, then we're just done. That's it. I don't know what happened, but try to line this up on there. Try it again. Do it again. Do you ever have little kids that are like, do it again, do it again? All right. This is our, maybe Joy is not meant to be. Oh, that worked out really good. Cute. Do you see it? I did get a little bit right there, and that's going to be okay. Cute. That's the one I just painted. Try to find the smoother side. That's the moral of the story. I think it just wasn't sticking very well because that side was very... Okay. Work with me here, Joy. Cute. Got it. Cute, cute. It is on the edge. So I'm gonna stop while I'm ahead with that little Joy. And then put this over here. Just let these dry. Got a few more. We're gonna use Christmas, and I might use the Merry and Bright a couple of times. Oops, I got some acrylic on this. I'm just cutting these apart. Trying not to make a mess, but I kind of am. I'm just covered in paint. Covered in that acrylic paint. Do you guys, when you cut, do you like use your tongue to help you? That's kind of where we're at. So if you want more information, I'd love to give you more information. If you're not already in my club, I have a club where you get a craft project, this size craft project every month. It's exclusive. You cannot get it. I don't know, is World? I know World is, I don't know. Not my favorite word for Christmas, I guess. Just doing a little fuzzing here. And I do notice this is like a three wipe night project. It's a little messy, but trying to get, there's a little bit of acrylic paint on there, so I'm trying to get that off. All right, I just don't want it to go into my, let's try another one. Christmas. The one thing about the black paste is black does have more more pigment in it. So yeah, if you do make a mistake like that, it's gonna kind of make a mess. So you just gotta bear with it. Once in a while it doesn't turn out. It's okay, it's crafting, right? All right, here we go. Oh, I love it. So cute. Love, love, love. That one's really cute. Okay. So my snowman reel, if you haven't seen it, it is like super, like 66,000 people have looked at it. Go and look at it. It's on my Prairie Scraps FaceTime reel. That's where it is. It just kind of cracks me up, but I don't know. It's just going crazy. It's like 67. But anyway, I made little snowmen faces on ornaments. I love doing ornaments. I've done, oops, that one was off a little bit, but that's okay. Just a little farmhouse-ishness. I'm getting paste all over. I think I'll, all right. I think this is going to be my last one with Christmas. I think these are really cute, and I like not having to like line up. If you've ever tried to line up a bunch of little stamps, it's kind of, it can be a mess if you don't do it right. Okay, hope this one turned out. It looked like it had some bubbles. It's not bad, actually. I'm gonna lay it back down and try to do that S again. That was where I was seeing the bubbles too. All right, it is what it is. You can tell what it is. Cute. All right, Christmas is done. And, geez, I'm covering myself. I'm going to use this. Ooh, I don't have any of this, like, out. Sometimes these little parts are, I think I'm going to do the fa la 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 la, but I don't want to do the little Scandinavian leaves on it. So I'm going to do, well, one end will be able to be off. Ooh, stuck down. Okay. I need to, these are really sticky, so I need to fuzz them the first time I use them. These are all brand new. All right. Fa la 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 la. Just going to center that on there and hope for the best, I guess. winging it tonight. I'm not spending a ton of time, you know, centering things and whatnot. It just, sometimes these things just need to be done. Trying to hurry along, I guess. Cute. Oh, ooh, ooh, it's a little smeary. Not my favorite. That's not good. I'm gonna go on this other side. I'm gonna go like this. The one thing about when it smears on the back, underneath it, you gotta like wipe it off. And you gotta make sure all the paste is off, especially with black, because it really does, it has pigment, it has strong pigment. Let's just say that. If you have any questions and I don't see them, Facebook has been kind of weird and I can't see. I've got it actually kind of turned so you can see it better, because I've noticed my Facebook stand is kind of far away, my phone stand. So hopefully this one worked out better. I don't know. If it didn't, this will be our last one. Yeah, it's kind of thick. All right, I'm gonna switch to Merry and Bright. Maybe I'll use Bright since I've already done some Marys. I always, for my ornaments, when I sell them, I always try to do them like $2.50 a piece, or I'm gonna just do Bright. Or you can buy, and I'm not gonna fuzz this one. We'll see how that turns out. Maybe it was the fuzzing that did it. These were actually made for our tiered tray, but you can use these words on anything, and I think this is a great way to use them to make little ornaments. I like to make all my kids ornaments every single year. I give them a new ornament every year, and I like to make them. I have 5 kids, and now I have a grandbaby, so it's hard to like come up with that many ornaments. My mom has always given us ornaments and all my kids ornaments, and I appreciate them, but man, ornaments are not necessarily cheap, and a lot of times I go through the ornament aisle and go, I can make that. I don't need to have like, okay, hopefully this turned out, oh, cute, Bright. That turned out really cute, didn't it? Okay, we got all of these done, like really quick. We're under 30 minutes for making 11 of these. The only thing left that I have to do is get my hubby to put those things in, and then I'm gonna use red and white baker's twine. Y'all know what baker's twine is, right? I'm gonna use that I might be down to my, well, almost my last wipe here in this container. That's all right. I could almost like do the edges of these. I don't know. What do you think? With or without doing that? Didn't work out as well as I would have liked it to. Just saying. It just got kind of thick. All right, we're gonna do some of this distressing, I think. Kind of like it. Kind of adds to it, I think. Makes it a little more rustic. That's what it makes it. I could have like done, I'm hoping I'm not, they're gonna have black fingerprints everywhere, I think. And now I'll probably get gray on them. I don't know. I think they're kind of cute. Sometimes I don't know though, like what to price them. So anyway, I like to price them like, I think the heavier you go, the better. Honestly, just my opinion. So you see, I kind of like it like that. Gives them a little extra. I like to price them like $2.50 a piece, or no, $3 a piece, or 2 for $5. But I was actually kind of thinking about putting my ornaments to $2 a piece, or 3 for 5. I don't know. Especially with the Jengas, they do have the little brass thing and your time and all that stuff, but it really, 30 minutes it took me to make 11 of them. I guess I could have made an even dozen, but like I said, I only had so many. So many little hooks, and I'm just not going to go buy hooks at this point. This is our last show of the season, so I just want to finish it up strong, have things to sell. I guess I was thinking I could have my daughter make these, and I just made them all. Poor thing. I keep trying to find her projects to do, and then I do them really quick, because sometimes I get going. It's efficient, right? Just to do it. This might be, like, I might need to look for another one of these. This I just got at a craft store. It's just like in the stamping area. I'm gonna do the top part of this a little bit harder. Okay, well, I think that's it. That's our last day of crafting. Oops, I didn't do this one closest to me, looks like. I'm just gonna try to get some of the ends of it. You know, make it look used. I don't know. Just gives it a little bit of character. You don't have to do that. It's all up to you. It's all crafting. You can do what you want. But that is it. That is our little craft for the night. If you can imagine a piece of baker's twine in there as the little hanger. That's all I got in here. I got the big roll of it in the house for some reason. I don't know. Anyway, that is our project for the night. Thank you so much for joining me. Under 30 minutes, not bad. And I hope you come back and follow along. If you are making some crafts yourself and doing the craft challenge with me, you don't have to do it for the 30 days, but do it for the last few days and share with me what you've made. I love to see everybody's crafting. Please feel free to ask me for a link if you'd like to do a little bit of shopping. This is my small business, and I love to have people help people get started with their own crafting projects. So thanks so much for joining me. I hope you have a very blessed night and keep on crafting.